Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. We had problems with the internet, but it's solved. Please feel free. Elsa.
Here I am. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. I'm excited right now. I think I found the spot with enough mobile coverage for the retreat. So just
Good.
checking it out and then not moving from here if it's working well.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Happy to hear.
Yeah. The beautiful beach, Coronation Beach, near Jarrington. Just noticing how there's a little, boy, it happens so easily, a little judgment on being excited, or, you know. Yeah.
Gosh, how lucky we are that there's that noticing, huh?
Yeah.
If that noticing is without a judgment.
Yeah. Then already it's kind of dropping away, like the interest in that judgment. There was a judgment in that, but not in the noticing. And the noticing was more like, oh, I don't have to go there.
Exactly.
Instead, I can just enjoy sitting here with you. How beautiful is that? Just surfing all sorts of sensations, traveling here.
Beautiful. Oops. Right, something happened. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Yeah.
But there's so many ideas of how it should be, how I'd want it to be. It's like they keep lingering around the corners and wanting to nudge their way in, and to just sit here and be aware of what.
Yes. Again, hallelujah for that.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm making it a little bit of a practice to sometimes just sit and not move with those little impulses that go like, there's some excitement with that thought. There's some, oh, I could just, and to just have time where I go like, okay, I'm for a while not going to follow any of this, and just sit here.
Best practice ever.
And amongst it, the fear comes that you're going to go away, or that I'll be boring, or that, like, unless I make something happen, this isn't going to continue. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I have to do something.
Yeah. So that's actually the early attachment stuff, huh?
Yeah. It's a well-known old one, yes.
Yeah. So, and from that perspective, also just to take that within, because it's beautiful, from that perspective of a young being, if there is not that engagement with the other, let's say, in the best case, the mother, where the baby or the child knows, oh, she comes to take care when it's needed, it makes a really, really weird wiring.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there is that sense, oh, I have to give signals. The signals that I'm naturally giving are not received. So I have to invent some other signals. And that's where all the weirdness, that's where all the weirdness comes in. But it is natural. It's an absolutely healthy, natural response. It just makes life a bit crazy, But it's life trying to find a way. When its signals are not received the way they naturally come, then it gets really creative and tries to produce some other signals. But, then that weird dance happens later on, especially, but also as a child already. For all of us, Elsa. It's very beautiful just to include that too, that on the level of nervous system, or, how we grow into this life, how we grow in life, that's the setup. And then, when we relate as older beings, it gives these weird feedback loops. It's like, oh, I must have done something wrong because the other is not responding in a way that it gives ease. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Thank you for explaining it again, because it's like it really needed to hear that it's not just okay, it's just totally, it's actually beautiful that it found a way, it's intelligent, it's
yes
really
it's creative and intelligent. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Something can settle now.
Something can settle, exactly. See, and then as the beings that we are now, with all the life experience and everything we have gone through to this point, we can share this. It's like, oh, wow, that is from that time. and it somewhere sits in the system, and we notice it, and we can even share it, because you shared it very beautifully.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it became really clear. It's like that fear that sits behind it has been wired very, very early, and maybe even before, lifetimes back. Who knows? Maybe it's inherited. Who knows? Who knows? But it comes to us so that we can have a look at it.
Mm. How lucky.
How lucky.
Mm. Mm.
So it doesn't even have to change. It doesn't even have to change. It's received the way it is. It's acknowledged. We can even have a conversation about it.
And in having the conversation about it, it feels seen, and it goes like, oh, now I don't have to work so hard. I'm scared. Thank you.
Isn't it amazing? It's so wonderful.
It is. It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's so simple in a certain way.
Mm.
We just, we've been used to fixing and changing and getting rid of and trying and all of that.
Yet met at this level, it's just so deeply satisfying. It's
Yes.
like a long, long, long thirst has suddenly been quenched.
Yum.
Mm. Yeah. Very young.
Yeah.
No. Mm. And how beautiful when we can meet each other like this.
Yes, exactly. See, now that is all out of the way, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we can just be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can see, maybe something else shows itself. It's, it's an ongoing thing. Maybe something else comes and knocks on our door.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well, now what knocks on the door is if I should give somebody else a turn. I don't want to go yet.
Yeah, good, good.
Yeah.
That's all these iPhones, you were talking about them before, all those eyes that are kind of
Yeah.
sit around, contractions,
Yeah.
wirings, setups in a way, dynamics.
Yeah.
And they always come with a sense of I, huh? One says, oh, I should give the time to someone else, and another I says, no, I want to stay. And then, there's all this internal conversation in a way, yeah?
And what they all have in common is something around getting it right,
Yes.
about right or wrong.
Yes.
That's
So there again, if you track it back, as far as I can see, it goes to the early attachment stories. So there is a young being, and it gives signals without thinking. There's no thought. It gives signals to the caregiver, in the best case, mother. And if the mother can't receive those signals in a clear way, let's say it like that, because of her system also didn't get it, and so on and so on, for whatever reason, so no blame even.
yeah.
Then what it produces in the young being is, oh, my signals must be wrong, so I have to change them. I have to do something so that those signals get received, so that I can survive. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Total sense. Yeah.
I find that I'm so in awe of it.
don't you want to just take her and kiss her and yummy her up and go like, oh God, you're so okay. You have no idea how okay you are.
Just check if she can receive that, because that's another thing. Quite often, it depends on how confused the whole setup was.
Yeah.
Quite often, it can't be received. So then you have that pull and push situations, like I want to, but I'm so terrified that if you come closer, that you won't stay, and I can't bear that, so I better push you away, even though I want you badly. So there's that, so you got to check if she can,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not an easy one to hear. It's not an easy
No.
it's like, there's like, well, not sure I believe it kind of response.
So
Yeah.
So what I find the most important is just to see from here that that is the setup.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
hands off. And then hands off.
Yeah.
I see. And it's okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
And let's see what that does. Oh, yeah, me too. Both of us. A deep breath. So now it knows it doesn't have to change.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feels so deeply understood.
So now, what I can feel and see is now something is kind of, it's like rewiring. It's like, I don't know where it goes. I have no clue, but it's new information kind of.
Yeah, all through here, it's kind of
Yeah, you feel it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. A little dance.
Yeah. So now it's free. It knows it does not have to change, but it's acknowledged and seen.
And it really can hear that. It really is hearing it.
Far out. Far out.
Seems to need to hear that explanation again and again.
Yes, it does. It does. It really does. For all of us.
Yeah.
For all of us. It seems like that there are so many aspects or little arms of that whole setup, of that whole dynamic. And it's like every tiny little detail needs to be acknowledged and see that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
God, it loves hearing that.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's the best message ever.
Yeah. That's okay. And it comes from, not from within itself, it comes from the bigger, from the vast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
From a deep knowing.
From the deep knowing. Yeah. The deep seeing knowing. Exactly.
Yeah. Keep spreading, keeps growing.
Feels so good in here. It's taking space and
and all the way through the legs now. The legs are just like, whoa. Do you feel that too?
Yep, I feel that too.
Oh. Such a somatic journey, this.
Absolutely. This is somatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, life is somatic, huh? That's,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Thank God. I love it. Oh. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for bringing this gift. Really beautiful. For letting us show this exploration. So beautiful, Elsa.
I feel like wide open. I'm sitting here like you can't see my body, but like this, arms and legs and everything just open to the universe.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's all happening.
Thank you.
Thank you. No. No.
Mwah. Monica.
Moin, moin. Hello.
Moin.
That was a very touching inquiry, Elsa.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful, huh?
Yes.
So clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. That idea that there could be anything wrong, no? With these individual body systems. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Gosh. As if life could make a mistake, huh? Yeah. And of course, it always depends on the perspective. Because when it looks from that contracted sense of I, oh my gosh, it's a tragedy. It's, oh my gosh, it's too much, overwhelming, and it's definitely wrong the way it is. So, gosh, we are so lucky getting the bigger perspective, kind of stepping out of that contraction and seeing from the, how can we say that, from the grand mother wisdom that all is well. Alles ist gut. Only, always. And then we can cry together, and then a little later we sing and dance together, and then we cry together, and then, yeah, we hold hands and dance together. Gosh, I just need to acknowledge, I love seeing and feeling how that, which, you know, in other times would move away and would dissociate, actually, is staying, Monica. So amazing. I know it wants to, it doesn't want to, but it's used, it's kind of on the edge, but it also, no, it doesn't want to go. It's so beautiful to feel and see. I know you know what I mean.
Yes, it's good you're saying this because here I am in touch with other things.
Yes.
Yes, with a resistance, to see the resistance in the body.
Yes.
And
honoring.
And honoring. Oh.
Yes, there you go. Honoring it rather than making it wrong.
Ah. Mm.
Yes. Yes. That's again the creativity, the intelligence of pure life, finding a way with unbearable situation.
Mm-hmm.
So now, for the first time, we honor each one that shows itself. Yes. Yes, we're bowing. Thank you that you found a way to keep me alive. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Mm.
All the ideas I'm not allowed to be here and not allowed to feel this and that and
Yes. all of that. All survival mechanisms. So we honor that. Again, honoring. Yeah. And here you are. I mean, truth is, if you were not allowed to be here, you wouldn't be here. Isn't it? Isn't it? Where wants life you to be? Right here. Otherwise, you would be somewhere else. It's very clear to me.
In this system, it has to sink in.
Yes. Yes. And let's see if we can get the bigger perspective, Monica.
Yeah.
Yes. Look how quick you are. The bigger perspective.
Yeah.
So that's from where we have to look. From within, it's pretty much impossible,
Yeah.
but from the bigger perspective.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's very quick. Look, I just need to mention it, and there you are. Yeah. Yeah. Always from the bigger perspective. Together.
Together with assistance, it's possible, yes.
Absolutely. And it's quick. Yes. And then it's clear, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Good. I like when you say that like that. Yes, it is. It's so clear when you say it. Ah. And the body follows slowly and gently. Yeah, look, it's doing its things. It's so healthy. It's so healthy.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Mhm. Then it gets quiet.
In some parts of the body is more alive.
So, so good to hear. You know, just hearing that. You know, it's so funny because we think we are separate beings, huh? But wherever aliveness comes in, it touches everything. It touches everything. Touches everywhere. And again, just, you know, I like to acknowledge the intelligence that you are. and what your system has learned in all those years that I know you. Incredible to watch.
Thank you for the reminder again.
Oh, I will tell you again and again because it's so wonderful to notice. So wonderful to see.
Yes, and to feel the Mitgefühl.
Compassion.
Yes, yeah.
Such a good medicine, huh? Compassion. Both ways, isn't it? When it touches from where, from wherever, from this way or from that way. Oh, gosh, it's good. It's like a spoonful of honey. Wow, beautiful. That's the movement. Mm. 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 So beautiful to feel how, then there was relaxation and then it starts kind of working it out, huh? Like, so, okay, what about this? What about this? And it's checking it out. So beautiful to see. It's so keen to find a way. So, yeah, it's right there. Okay. Not sure. It's also scary, but I'm here. I'm going for it. Mhm.
And to try it and um, to see, oh, it's a bit too fast, and slow it down, and then the movements are very, very small and tiny. Mm,
Baby steps.
yeah.
Yeah. Back and forth and back and forth. And mm. Mm. Exquisite, huh?
Thank you so, so much.
Mm. Thank you so, so much.
And thank you all. Mm.
Bettina.
What do you notice?
What was that? What was that, Bettina?
Tell me.
I just love, that our system, I guess also because we know each other for so long and we have been in this field for so many times together. We just on the same frequency, side by side. So it doesn't even matter what it is, but we are noticing together. And that is just so exquisite. So we don't need to give it any meaning, because in truth, it doesn't have a meaning. But we notice at the same time when one of us sidetracks or says, well, where are you? And then, there we come back together. It's just that beautiful dance that happens when systems meet in this field. I don't know how else to say. When they meet together. Yeah. So beautiful, huh?
Actually, would you describe and noticed here in some kind?
Yeah.
But as you said, if there is some movement or here is some movement, that actually I couldn't differentiate it like that. It feels it's always here, this one, and I'm not really sure if I know you or
Yeah. What a sweet idea. Yeah.
And there's also the thought I really would love to feel you and the others.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
And I know there is a feeling, there is feeling the others, but on another level, it's not 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 with the mind, on another level, and there are not words for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this again, Bettina, like you heard the conversation with Elsa?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is again an early attachment situation, where the system got a very weird impression of itself whenever, in this lifetime, or it's been inherited, who knows? But somehow it's sitting in most of our systems, let's say it like that. And it gets very often touched when we come together, and then it plays out. It makes itself wrong, it makes itself small, it makes itself
Big on the other hand.
Yes, all of that. So let's just identify that. Oh, yeah. 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 Just identifying it. I mean, it's very clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So
the habit
there
of always doing something.
something
Have to do.
to make it good.
To make it good.
Yes, to
do
make
it right.
it good.
Yes.
Yes, to get it right. Absolutely. Yeah. So can we just honor that for one moment? Can we just, wow, far out. Our sweet system, that contracted little body, sense of I, human thing here, this here, got an impression that there was something wrong with it. And so it needed to adjust. And it found a way. It would not have survived. It found a way. You know, it's a bit of a weird way, but for all of us, for all of us. And it made it personal, and it made itself small in it and contracted. So with lots of eyes, you know, like this eye, this eye, this, you know, it's just the whole thing. And it really got an impression that it has to work very, very hard to get it right. So, wow, far out. Wow, from the bigger perspective.
Yeah.
Not from within, from the bigger perspective. We're kind of looking at it. Far out, we see. Yeah, we see.
And the same you spoke with Elsa is also feeling it's a repeat, but how can this one receive that? Really
Yes.
appreciate that's okay.
Yes. It doesn't have to. It doesn't even have to do that. It doesn't have to receive anything right now. Yeah. We're just stepping out of that wheel and having a look. And we're just seeing, wow, that's the situation. So there is a system, you know, that has done exactly this. We're looking from here. Far out. So no, this says far out, not this. This. Got it wrong there. Got it. But you know what I mean. This is wow. Wow. Thank you that you found a way. So we're kind of taking all the pressure off this. So it can just do its thing. Let it do its thing. Run around like a chicken without a head. Have you seen that? The chicken without a head? Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Many times. You
Yes.
know, it's still all the nerves are doing the thing. And we see. And we take our hands off. Yes. Yes. We're giving it space. So it can just do its thing. Yeah, look, there it does. It does its thing. It starts kicking. Hmm. So it's kind of untangling, you know, as all this entanglement kind of just one by one. So, yes, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Even this one. So we kind of, you know, energetically or whatever you want to call that, we're going back to those situations, and every layer that has wired itself and put itself on top of that unbearable situation of having to be different than it is. So we're going slowly but gently, letting each one know it's okay. We see. Might be that we have to do that for the rest of our lives, Bettina. But so what, huh?
Yeah.
It's also beautiful, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like, God, it's beautiful to meet like this. I love it. Even here, all effort. No special way to be.
It's like the brain is doing effort.
Right.
By itself.
And we see that. We can see it. Does it need a break or is it okay?
Don't really know. There's a part that wouldn't have a break, but it could
Yeah.
be. I don't know.
Yeah, so let's just take our attention off for a moment. What did you have for breakfast?
Coffee.
Coffee. Was it a good one?
Yes, a thin one.
Oh,
A thin
good.
one.
Just the way you like it?
Yes, I like it, but not really. But the body like it. It's when it's too thick, then it's not. Then it's too much for the body.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yeah.
drink a grandma coffee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you didn't eat anything?
Doch, but I don't know how in English. Brötchen. One.
Brötchen.
Yeah.
Bread roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
With marmelade.
Yummy.
Jam.
Mm.
Is it right?
Strawberry?
No, Johannisbeer.
Oh.
And honey. One half with the Johannisbeer and another half with honey.
Mm. Homemade?
Yes, from my mother.
Mm. Mm. That's a typical German breakfast, huh?
Yes, it is. And then normally I didn't eat that, but today I don't know why.
Yeah, so that you could tell us. Mhm.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how the brain is doing now. I'm getting a breath. Easier in the brain?
Yeah, it's a bit easier, but it's doing its thing, but it's okay. I can leave it.
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Otherwise, it's always good to take attention off. Just for a moment, like we did. With simple things. It's better to do that more often than just staying with something like that. I mean, I know, most of us know it
No,
already.
but it's very good to hear because it always forgets.
Yes, exactly. That's why.
Yeah,
It's so
thank you.
easy to forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have to push. I mean, pushing, if we look at pushing or pulling, when something isn't ready, it will bite us. So it's better to give it a bit of time. Then it starts breathing, and then it will give a signal again when it's ready. It comes by itself. It's like, I'm ready for more.
Yes.
That's my experience.
Yes. And that's pushing. It's really also an old one. There always was someone at it that has pushed. Do that, do
Yes.
that, do that. It's not enough. Can you do that also?
Yeah. Hurry up.
Yes.
Yeah. So letting the brain know. We do our best not to push and not to pull.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Likes hearing that. Yeah. It's so sweet every time feeling the response to some kindness. Simple, simple, simple kindness. It's not even complex, it's not even difficult, it's not, you know, you don't have to study for it or anything. Just no, it's so simple. We are such simple beings in a certain way, and we respond to kindness and warmth. Oh my God. Or Mitgefühl, like Monica said, the compassion that, oh gosh, everything softens and starts breathing, comes home. The moment it gets a sense of, oh gosh, all is well. Here I can be here. It falls off. All those concepts, ideas, beliefs slowly scramble away. And we start resting in each other's arms. And you don't know anymore who's the mother, who's the baby, who's the child, who's the whatever. It's all the same.
This thank you comes by itself. It's not a mind thing, it comes by itself.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, you speak it to yourself and whole system responds. Yeah.
And before there was like a searching for the thank you or for the wow. And another part was fighting against.
Of course. Yeah, makes sense, huh?
Everything is playing in that, like you show it.
Yes. Yeah. And from within that wheel where it all spins, all those entities and all those I thoughts can't find peace, and they always step out. Always have influence. Oh, yes. Of course. Of course. It's, in a way, it's so unspiritual, you know, like what we thought was spiritual, huh?
Yes.
But it's spiritual at all, isn't it? It's so down to
Without
earth.
that, there is no spirituality.
Exactly.
Without that, it's just a mind fuck.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Without that, it's ungrounded and out of touch.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Bettina.
Yeah. I'm looking so forward to the intensive. Yes.
I'm so glad you can come. You got free.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really.
Yes.
And I did my payment.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See you.
Mwah. Judith.
Hi, Meike.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Wow, so beautiful. It resonates here with everybody. And then the tears are coming when you speak about that kindness. It's just melting and melting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, also it's like I love that that kindness again. I mean, you know, if it's in that wheel, it's always trying to fix and change, actually, huh? It's manipulation.
Pressure, manipulation, always pressure, one way or another way.
Even kindness, huh? Even kindness from in there. It's like, okay, what do you want with your kindness? You know?
You should be kind. You should be kind. There it is. The next pressure.
Yes. So we've got to step out of that. It's a different kind of kindness.
Yeah.
It's that kindness that doesn't want anything in return. It's a kindness that doesn't depend on anything. It's a kindness that doesn't want anything. It's just kind for the sake of being kind. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, it's such a gentleness, huh?
Fills us up, huh? It fills every cell, doesn't it? Brings us in connection. It makes us see each other for who we are, for what we are, for the gift that we are. And everything. I love, you know, some cultures, like somehow I'm getting these images of, you know, when there are this, you can call it also surrender, or what, you know, but that effortless surrender that just happens by itself because it sees. It's not that surrender that happens in there. It's like, oh, of course. You know, then celebration happens. Huh? Then it's like everything that's done or everything, every movement is celebration. It's that being in awe of the miracle that we are. piece of art.
Mm.
Each one, I mean, just everything,
Mm.
wherever you look. It's a totally different way of living. So we're very lucky again, huh? That we have moments of
Mm.
stepping into that kind of universe and wow, being in awe of ourselves.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Then I'm curious what comes after.
Yes, yes, yes. You don't know. We don't know. Dancing and singing. Yeah. Enjoying. That is for sure. Then it's enjoying. Mm. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for the beautiful explorations.
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
Esther.
Hi, Meike.
Oh,
I'm sorry I'm in the wheel.
say again.
I'm sorry I'm still in the wheel from excitement and a bunch of looking friendly, working on it, not trying to get rid of it.
Good
So
to see. Good to see.
yeah, but it's frustrating because nothing works and it seems not possible, like you last said, just let it go through, you know. Then the thought comes in and then bang, it's again there, you know.
Understand, yeah. From which in the wheel, there's no possibility. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see it again and again. It's not possible.
No.
Yeah.
So then the work starts to get out of the wheel.
And that is still being in the wheel.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you know.
Yes, I know.
That's the first step. That's the first step.
So,
Just that seeing is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
yeah, I just love to share a little story for what I read from Santi, that there was a moment in his life that arrogance came in, and he did a lot of what I tried, and then there was a moment he gave up and he surrendered, and then it was and then I tried that to find, and
you know, because the way you say it, you know, there must have happened something different, because, you know, from in the wheel, you can't even surrender. Even the surrendering. So whatever happened, something surrendered by itself. If there was any effort involved, it would not surrender. Surrender can't happen with any effort. At least that's my personal experience.
I
If
know.
there's any effort, yeah. So just to make that clear,
Yes.
you know, it's a beautiful story, but like that, it does not work like that.
No, maybe I choose the wrong words, but how he described it was just, yeah, it was clear for me, you know.
All of a sudden, there was surrender.
Yeah.
Good. And go with that.
Go with the surrender?
No, with describing it a bit differently, because otherwise it's not true.
No, I know. So I just would love to rest with this, whatever is here.
Now, what you actually want, let's just make that clear, you actually want your system to be regulated so that it comes to peace again. That's actually what you want. Because even resting with this will not work. So there's an excitement. Yeah, I know, I'm activating your mind even.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, but I do have to make it clear. So otherwise it's very, very confusing. What you're asking in a confused way is that I help your system to regulate so that it can come to peace. So it's co-regulation. I just need to make that clear. So it's nothing spiritual, it's nothing special in a certain way, but it's very special because it is a coming in tune with two systems. One is excited and the other one is quiet. In this case, my system is quiet and your system is excited. So my system is inviting your system to slowly, slowly, slowly calm down so that it can come to peace again. That's what you're asking. Yeah, so there you take a breath.
Yeah, maybe there's some shame around asking clear.
So that's the movement into excitement again. That's good. There was a breath. Very nice. How's it going over there?
Sorry, how's it going?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, thoughts are coming in sometimes.
Has the system calmed down a bit?
It feels like other pathways are coming in again.
It was actually a yes or no question
Oh.
answer.
Okay.
Has the system calmed down a bit? It's a yes or no answer.
Yes.
Oh, very happy to hear. That's very cool. You know, that makes it also worse for me sitting here.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, cool.
And that's why there's shame to ask in a clear way, because then often there's a thought that nobody wants to be at that moment with me.
Yeah, you know, and now you should know, for me, it's really nice to be asked clearly. I really appreciate that. I love it indeed, actually, to be asked very clearly. Then I know what it's about, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I can decide yes or no.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love clarity. Oh my God. So much. And somebody can come and ask me clearly. Oh,
I
the
can
best.
exercise that in the meetings coming week.
Cool.
Because I know it's not so clear at the moment here, and I just don't know anymore how to speak it clear.
Yeah. I can, you know, but I'm also happy to read the signals and then say what I'm perceiving. So like I did. I'm very happy to do that too.
Can I ask or no? Can I share something with you? Ask something. No, that's the confusion already, you know?
Ask something. Just make a
Yes.
question.
There's a situation from a grandma, and she told me last week that one of her grandchildren, who's quite young, about 2 years, I guess. I'm not knowing anymore if it's the he or she, because there are two from 2 years. But she can't sleep anymore, the child. And I was there, and at the moment, the woman I pick up a lot of anger, really trying to fight with everyone, because 3 months ago, her lovely dog died, and then it changed. And for me, it feels like that the child picks up her energy from just the anger and the fighting. And I don't know if I have to speak it, or because I know it from the child, you know, by myself, what happened here when I was a child. Yeah, it's touching me, and I feel sorry for both, actually. But and then there's a longing to help, and I know I can't, and I feel all the sadness or pain, and I feel sorry for the child more than the grandma, of course, too. But I know that you can't sleep when you pick up anger, or it's not possible to understand when you're 2 years old. Even for my system, I mean, I pick up here a lot of anger energy around me, and I also can't sleep, so maybe it's nothing to do with age, but
yeah, I don't know if it has to do with age, really not. But what we can do here is we can be present to those sensations, because there's actually a relief in there. When you share like that and you become vulnerable, that is very, very inviting to be present. The moment it goes into fight or judgment or any idea how it should be, it's for most of us very difficult to be present, and we try to get away from that. But the moment somebody shows themselves vulnerable, then it's a beautiful invitation to be present. So I can feel that, when you show yourself vulnerable, I'm here. I'm happy to hold your hand.
thank you.
Thanks for hearing. Yeah. And oh gosh, I'm pretty sure we all understand. It's very hard to watch that.
Yeah.
Especially if we have experienced it ourselves. So here we are holding hands.
And knowing that you can't interfere, I mean, I don't know how to do that in a nice way. So.
Just like this, Esther. Being vulnerable.
Yeah, and maybe last time she really tried to fight with me, and I thought maybe I have just to leave, or because I don't want to go with the fight. But it's so fast triggered here. Yeah.
Yeah, you come here where you can be vulnerable. You come to those places where vulnerability is appreciated. Yeah.
Yeah, my mind goes to other people around here, but really interact painful with each other, and
Yeah. Most places, there's really weird, confused interaction with each other. So we are lucky. We are so lucky. Here we are,
yes.
Mm.
But yeah, now it's nice to share, and But yeah, then
Yeah.
this system then it starts to run somewhere, you know, not to feel everything.
See, this is actually what your system has been asking for from the get-go. It's like, oh, can I be vulnerable here? Can I? I so would like to, but I don't know how. See, that's the surrender, Esther. This is surrender.
This is surrender.
This is surrender. Yes. And it just all softens. Doesn't know what to do.
Oh.
It can't help anything. It gives into itself. It stops running, it stops fighting. So that's the beginning of surrender. Let's say it like that. It's just here. It stops. Beautiful. Then it starts breathing.
Yeah, it's nice to have a moment of not running, you know,
Yes.
or trying to deal with everything and walk my clumsy ways and
For some moments, no running, no fighting, no nothing, just here.
how is that for you?
Oh, yummy. I feel so invited to be present here. Because there is no fighting and no running, no pushing, no pulling. It's like naked.
Thank you.
Thank you for hearing. Like this, I just want to give you a big hug.
I would say yes.
Big hug, Esther. Big, big, big hug. Okay. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the intensive.
Yeah, me too. Yes, Isaac has arrived. Oh, too.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Good conversations today.
Yes.
Very good.
Mm.
Very
Yes.
helpful. Very helpful. I will forget them, of course.
You always can watch the video.
Well, I did. I think the last two meetings I was not there, but
Yeah.
I watched a replay or a short parts of it
Yes.
every day in the morning.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and well, I forgot, but I wanted to thanks
Mhm.
you and some buddies, and they were talking about something. I'm very not clear. Yeah, but there was one with Jeroen. I watched it again
Oh,
this morning,
yeah. Yeah.
and well, I didn't got all of it. Well, but some parts resonated, and
Mhm.
yeah, did something.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
It's good that the videos are available, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, there were other few too. Yeah, it's just some fragments. I don't know, but it's good. It's very good. And you know,
Yeah.
only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I watched them during breakfast or after breakfast or in the morning, and that is a very nice, has an influence on the day or starting the day for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
thanks
Yeah.
for all of that.
Yes.
You?
Thank you all. Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. It's so good to hear. So good to hear that.
yeah.
Mm.
And somehow uh, oh yeah, Now I remember, because it was also very related to myself in the moment.
Yeah.
In those
Yeah.
days.
Yes, like
Yeah, I was really surprised to hear, you know, that's exactly, oh yeah, now I remember. The being when the system is activated. You were talking
yes,
to, I think her name is Karima, Karma, Karma.
karma,
Yeah,
karma. Yes,
yeah. And when the system is, then it goes into fast speaking.
yes.
Yeah, and you said something. Well, if I repeat it correctly, just to notice that. Yeah, but often I notice it afterwards.
Yeah,
You notice it in the speaking, because that was what happening with me too those days. That I was really in a fast speaking way. Yeah, and the thing is to slow it down, but it, there's no, it's not available, that tool. So the noticing itself is of course major.
yeah. The noticing itself is the slowing down.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing. And, you know, it's so lucky when it happens. That's when something different is possible again, huh? When there's
Yeah.
that noticing. It's
Yeah.
like, there it does its thing, and it does its thing, and it does it, oh yeah, and on and on. And all of a sudden it sees. As if goes into a different universe, huh? First is that universe of where it just does all its thing, and whoop, all of a sudden it's on this side. Wow.
Yeah. Where am I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. No, that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
It was an exercise years ago. Stop exercise. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Different understanding.
Yes.
But I noticed, well, it has, well, since a few weeks or 2 weeks, yeah, there's a big change in my days. And what is coming is that there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of, if I was in a kind of inertia, a kind of winter sleep or so, and now it's spring. Yeah. So it's autumn here, but it feels sometimes like a lot of energy, and I can do physical activity. That's perfect, you know. I do that also at moments. I can also go too far. And it's a kind of from non-acting, physical, or being involved in life to a lot of involvement in life. Yeah. And in that, and with a lot of energy also, it releases somehow, so a lot of energy available.
Yeah.
That 3 weeks ago was not available.
Yeah.
So, but then again, then that activation also happens, and that's a lot of speaking and fast speaking happens. And that's also a bit out of balance.
It's just the noticing of it,
Yeah.
Arthur.
Mm.
Just the noticing. And the noticing that takes the hands off. Not going into fixing or changing. Not that kind of noticing.
Yeah,
Not that noticing that makes right or wrong.
The-
The noticing that is just the space of everything with a big heart. It's like, wow, I see. I see. Wow, it's going fast. Whoa, wow, it's doing this. Wow, it's doing that. Wow, I see. And staying on that side as that I see. I see, I feel, both at the same time. I feel and I see. Yeah, see, that gives a breath immediately. You can feel that. So there's
Yeah.
no right, wrong. There's no judgment whatsoever. There's just that, wow, I see. This is what it's doing. And hands off.
Yeah. A few thoughts, you know.
Yes, yes. And
Uh,
then noticing when the hands come on.
Yeah.
You know, when whatever that is wants to interfere.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
wow, I see,
Yeah.
something wants to interfere. Okay, see, there comes another breath.
It has a lot of colors. It has a lot of forms and a lot of,
Absolutely. And you see,
yeah.
one by one by one.
Mm.
Everyone that's seen gives you a deep breath, gives you peace.
Yeah.
Everyone that's seen from here, say, oh wow, there's another one coming. Oh. Beautiful to see how your system receives this, because it knows.
Strange.
Yeah. Another seeing. It's another seeing. Strange.
Mm.
Seeing that it's strange.
Oh, if I'm here, it's fine.
Absolutely. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. That's it. Yeah. And it will move backwards and forwards,
Yeah.
which it does.
Yeah.
And then we meet again, you know, maybe somewhere else it also happens, but
Yeah.
that's kind of the gift of our field,
Yeah.
that we come to that place again. I'm here, and here it is okay. Energy, no energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And it's I think never been so clear in my life as now.
Yes. Yeah.
And but also now, to put it like this, my whole life is popping up, like all those situations just automatically. Yeah, it's
Yes.
nothing what I do,
And you see.
and so yeah.
You see all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and leaning back. You see it all.
And there is also in a way so much help and so much gratitude for this.
How lucky.
Yeah, how lucky. it is really a crazy world.
In this really crazy world. My God, huh?
Really, if I'm in that peaceful mode and you know I'm looking at the news, it unbelievable. It's
Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah. And
Yeah.
there again, you
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
and you feel. You see and you feel. So there's no movement away, but there's also no movement in. There's just here, in fullness, all heart involved. Yeah, there you get the breath again. Yes. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
It goes,
And we remind each other.
yeah, and it goes even when I'm off, it goes even quicker that I'm here again.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
in comparing to the past, you know, it's amazing how yeah.
Intelligence.
Yeah,
That's intelligence pure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not
That's
doing it.
That's intelligence pure.
Yeah.
It learns the best in an environment that is peaceful,
Yeah.
in a non-judgmental environment. That's where it learns the best. There it can't make a mistake. You know, there it can just play the, oh, no, I'm not there, I don't want to go. Oh, but here I'm going. Oh, I'm going. No, this was enough there. Let me find another way. It's curious and free,
Yeah.
this intelligence.
Yeah.
You know, introduce a little bit of judgment. Oh, it's not free anymore. I was like, oh, it can make a mistake. So that's why it has learned so much, because it hung out in an environment that was, we can also say that felt safe enough for it to explore. It felt safe enough. So it was free. And this is the result.
Yeah.
Then it knows more and more and more, just being here is okay, is enough. And it goes quicker and quicker.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Ah, thank you, my dear friends. Love and peace, and see most of you on Wednesday for the intensive, and all the others maybe somewhere, sometime in the universe. Love and peace. Ciao.